What is going on? I'm Zedmod, back on the regular base, sitting in gold, and it is a struggle. Cannot get 3 engine room opponents, but if you can get some engine room. So we got 2 choices here. We could stay here, keep doing that matchmaking, getting frustrated after 4 or 5 seconds, and then quitting, and getting some wins and some losses and a little bit of luck and staying in gold. Or we can move to 4 engine rooms where we're probably not going to get any engine rooms ever, but we can still move up into 17. So I have enough of those keys, 163. I have 8 extra if my math is correct, which it rarely is off the cuff. Engine room, building damage, shock launcher, and mortar. You know what? Let's just do that. We are going to dive in head first. If you are not in gold, you probably don't want to do this because 4 engine rooms is an absolute fizzle fest. We are going to max those shock launchers, or at least get them to tick 4 for the second. We are going to max that, or at least get that close. Then we're going to get our mortars up, and I'm not sure if we have enough for all of it. Looks like we do. Getting all of the things, tick 4 needed for shock launchers, obviously. We pulled that off pretty darn cleanly. I did not calculate those upgrade tokens at all. Now we can pick up all of this stuff, and we're going to copy a base, and that base is going to be Mr. Orion's. When in doubt, Orion is the guy that I reach out to a lot of the time. He has level 8 shock launchers, max level mortars. Let's see what level our shock launchers are. Ours are level 8 too, so perfect. We can build this base without any issues. I am going to do that right about now, and this season just feels like there is no right answer to anything this season. It is crazy, crazy, crazy frustrating. Anyone who's doing well has jumped in and spent their tokens, and there's no right answer. Like explosive drones, you need smoke. Seekers, you need smoke and explosive drones and 4 other things. So not really a great season from an obvious standpoint. Combine that with many, many, many life-related things at this time of the year. For those of you who are not in Canada, school ends at the end of June. Also, baseball is starting to get into all-star mode, and fastball is wrapping up, and all of the rest of the things. So my life is an absolute dumpster fire right now, and that's not super duper fair. Things are fine. It just means that all of the extracurriculars from everyone else means that I don't have any extracurriculars. Woe is me. I guess the moral of the story is don't have 17 kids if you want to be, to put yourself first. Let's get into these cannons. Flying through things, and I asked you guys a while back as far as how and when you place mines, and one of the answers that I got that was kind of surprising, and sorry if I can't recall who you were that said that, but I think it was Angry Zendo, actually, come to think of it, saying that they place their mines at the exact same time as the defenses, and I just don't have the wherewithal to do that. So if there's any others out there that are doing that, please do let me know. I just find that it's way, way, way faster to place all of this stuff and then go back and place the mines. But if that's just me being stuck in my ways, just call me a boomer and we will try to fix those things up. Boomer, Boom Beach. Pretty surprised that more people aren't called the boomers. Anyways, we are going to get a couple of these mines out. I will pause. We'll come back with all the mines. So I guess the quick response to all those wondering when you should go to 4 engine rooms, should have talked about this a little bit earlier. Don't go without shock launchers. You will regret it. Unless, of course, you're going for that seeker approach and then you're already there and you're struggling. Do see yesterday's video, which is actually 2 days ago recorded. That's how late I am. I recorded the Seeker video on Tuesday, released it on Wednesday. We're recording this on Wednesday to release on Thursday, trying to get caught back up. Now, we have 4 loaded. We're going to get rid of one of those Zookas. Kind of tempted to get some Cryoneers in there, but I don't have those kind of guts yet. And now we're just going to enter the fray. And this is going to be a bloodbath. This is my first attack at the 4 engine room level, and it is a fizzle fest on percentage at the best of times. So we are going to just get obliterated. Hopefully we can help this person get into gold or not. They don't have mortars though. So maybe, just maybe, we can pull off something. Anything. We are going to send you there, should have maybe used an extra boat of Zookas since the fact that our opponent does not have mortars, but still just ultra conservative in this response, because right about now things are getting ugly. I think that we are probably going to get them to fizzle. I am very, very curious if we can get them to fizzle. I'm really hoping that those left-hand side rifles are going to get up there and distract that shock launcher, and then just waiting for, as that shock launcher fires, we have that iron will ready to go. Like, you have to have the iron will on tap, ready to rock, because otherwise your Zookas are just going to get absolutely obliterated. Those side rifles doing decent work, but that shock launcher right there is about to absolutely crush our hopes and dreams. There, come on, Brick, get unpaused. There we go. Got a little bit of extra value out of that iron will. We might actually even possibly get an engine room if our Zookas out the edges and our rifles out the edges can hold on. We did. We got an engine room. Huzzah. Probably should have used 4/4 because of the fact that they don't have mortars. But we managed to pick up the ugliest of ugly wins. And we got some stars. Yay, only 9, sadly, which doesn't help us get away from the brink of gold. But we also got an engine room towards our chest, which is incredibly rare, apparently. Now, the fact that I did not play for 15 hours shows why Orion is up in middle of 17 with this exact tech. I probably should be higher, and that probably was not fair to Sedani, but Warships isn't all about fair, unfortunately. Sometimes you gotta step on a few people to get up in the ranks. So, sorry if this video is a day late or a day and a half late. Definitely some of you have been waiting on the tech choices, and I apologize. On the plus note, that free-to-play video that I put out, I am on the brink of making 15 with that strategy, which is bonkers. And every day it gets a little bit easier to find a match at the higher ranks. We got a 3 engine room opponent. This should be a freebie win. Yeah, this should in theory be a freebie win. We will find out though. We are going to drop Zooka, Rifleman over here, Brick here, and then just dropping all of that. And I did not bring enough Zookas, so that is a huge mistake on my part already. We're going to get that there, and we're going to send you guys out there and just hope that some of you start to go towards that back section. Can Brick and the crew get far enough in there on their own? This is where just making dumb mistakes, forgetting to load boats properly, jumping in because you guys are here and I'm all excited that you're here is not the best policy. I think we have enough too many rifles, not enough Zookas. We'll find out here in a second as soon as we get onto that machine gun right about there. And the fact that we got Brick's second iron will there probably saved us, and now all of our troops back here are going to eat all of those mines, but I kind of assume our opponent is not going to get any engine rooms, so maybe, just maybe, we can pull this puppy out of the fire with that cryo bomb, popping all of those mines towards the back. That was not pretty, my friends. We are going to get all of this person's engine rooms. They actually got something. I'm super, super impressed, whoever the heck you are. 3 engine room player. Very curious to see how you managed to get an engine room down. That was 3 free engine rooms for us, essentially. And they are doing pretty darn... That's because they got Everspark. So Everspark bringing all sorts of free critters out, helping them clear, and... maybe that's your answer. Maybe going back for Everspark instead of Brick will help you. I don't think Everspark is good long term. I think that's a waste of keys longer term, but this person did manage to clear us, so I'm super, super impressed. Cal, is that, what is Superman's home planet name? Is it like Kal-El or something like that? Anyways, we kept them out of gold. Hopefully they only lost a couple stars in the process. We got 14. That means that we're getting further from the precipice. I want to see that full attack just in case that's helpful for some of you. So getting out the cryo bomb. Yep, that makes sense. Oh, they also have heavies. Okay, so they've got heavies. They're getting rid of the shock launcher using 3 boats of explosive drones and then just walking through with heavies and brick and Zookas. I wonder if they have flares. Probably not, but they've got everything else, and that just shows that you can compete, but they would have 4 engine rooms if they would have gotten a little bit more goodness towards the front instead of the back. Anyways, they are clearing, so well done, Cal. No one is going to fizzle on 3 engine rooms, I don't think, anymore, but the fact is Cal can clear 4, so that's a great attack. Very, very different tech, and now we get into the problem here. Now, if you have flares, the trick is to go up this right-hand wall, but of course we don't have flares, so we can't do that. I am going to send a boat. If I send my rifles... they're going to go for that flamethrower, I do think. So I am going to try to be a tiny bit sneaky. We are going to drop you there, and I'm going to drop 1 boat of Zookas. And then I'm going to try my darndest to clear just that flamethrower, and then maybe we can send our rest of our troops up that right-hand wall. I don't know that it's going to work. Maybe just might work. Probably should have done a little bit better job with that cryo bomb because we didn't slow down that sniper tower, and now our Zookas are going to eat it. So we're going to send a couple of you up this right wall, and then might as well drop the rest of our troops, and then just hope that all of them go where I was hoping they would. Look at that. We got like 5% fancy. I am stoked on just how fancy we managed to get. And now we are going to throw that cryo bomb about there, slowing things down as the rest of our troops arrive with our finger hovering, yes, hovering on that iron will button, because as soon as that stuff becomes unshocked, we're going to get that iron will out, trying to slow down all of the things that are going to try to crush our Zookas, sending in the recruits, getting all of the iron will out a little bit early for that shock launcher, but nonetheless, even though I don't think we're going to get an engine room, I'm a little bit excited or happy that that front little maneuver is going to get us a bit deeper in, I do believe, and we still have the absolute outside chance of getting an engine room, and I really don't think it's going to happen at this point, because that shock launcher and that machine gun are going to see to it that we don't. Maybe. We got a couple Zookas blasting away at that engine room. This is ugly, my friends, like beyond ugly, but look it. Come on, ladies, get that puppy down. Got an engine room. That is the state of the season, my friends. We're getting a little bit of extra damage on that back engine room. I'm not sure that using that Iron Will when I had the opportunity to throw a cryo bomb was the right answer, but we are just going to hold on in case our Zookas get a little bit more damage. That one shot possibly being the difference between a win and a loss. And I gotta say, I have been living in gold thanks to those Love Boat players. I don't know what it is this season. I know they're not called Love Boat, but I'm just getting super lucky and winning most of my battles against them, which goes quite well with the whole made up rivalry between Join at Own Risk and Sugar Ship, I do suppose. Good players in all task forces. I am not going to be the one to try and spread drama between task forces. Find your task force, find your people, and go with them. I don't care if you're in my task force group or Join at Own Risk or Sugar Ship or whatever other task force group there is out there. Whatever gets you rocking and rolling and fits your personality, go with it. I'm going to end the video right about there. 4 engine rooms, shock launchers, mortars, doing good things. Get in there. Resist the urge to go back for things like Everspark or heavies. You can get some engine rooms if you get a little bit fancy. Come on, that was a tiny bit fancy, right? Like sacrificing those Zookas to get our troops to go around the outside. I liked that a lot. I'm Zedmot. Thank you for coming in. Throw in code Zedmot in every single Supercell game. It is greatly appreciated. Keeping that submarine diving, but more importantly, keep booming those beaches. I'm Zedmot. Thanks for coming in. Peace.